Story of my life. And I'm going to be interviewing this guy, Milan. It's my best friend. He's a real genius, but he was part of the Hells Angels, way up there. He was way up there in the army. He's got the most craziest life stories you would ever hear in your life. And once a week, we'll be doing that interview. But I beat up HA. I've been in over 300 street fights. But I want to get into about me living homeless and me turning my life around. So, life started off pretty rough. My dad was when I was young, my dad was in jail until I was 5, but I don't feel sorry for myself. Your past defines you. Then, after that, we lived in shelters, me and my mom, while my dad was in jail, and like mother shelters and stuff like that. And I remember I have some memories of those just being very, like, I remember walking into one shelter one day and they had a kid tied up to a chair because this is back 30 years ago, right? Things were different back then, but he was tied to a chair and they said, that's what happens if you be bad. And it terrified me, man, because I thought my little brother, 6 years younger, was going to end up in that chair. So I remember that being the worst. Anyway, so life goes on. I graduate elementary school. I graduate high school. I'm one of the popular kids in high school. And, they say the popular kids go nowhere. And you know what I mean? They get the shit end of the stick. And that's what I kind of felt like until like 10 years or until things started to change. You know what I mean? So homeless on the street, 5 years downtown Toronto, panhandling every day. Got hit in the face with the hammer, my left eye, blind in my left eye, 3 fractures, 9 surgeries. And that was in a fight, and I'm not proud of it, right? But yeah, I'm too old for that crap now. But anyways, I'm 41 years old. But so live on the street downtown Toronto, fighting every day. Still, even after I get blinded in my eye, I fight this kickboxer for 20 minutes downtown in front of St. Mike's, and we go at it. People walk by and they come back, and we're still fighting. I end up getting him to where he's yelling for help because I'm starting to dizzy him out, and he's yelling for grab the pew pew, because they hide it on the corner because they don't want to get caught if the cops come up and give them a search. They don't want to get caught with the pew pew, right? But nobody would go grab it. I was like, but anyways, at the end, I'm checking his pockets. He gets me in an uppercut and fucking chokes me and almost kills me. And close as I came to death. Like, he had me, my juggler, for about 5 minutes. I started seeing flashes and saying goodbye to my kids in my head. I remember that. But so my partner saved my life that day. I'll get into that story another time. But anyways, life goes on. We're downtown Toronto one day and we're walking, we're panhandling. And I'll say to her, I'm done with this life because I just realized another year of this and we'll be dead. And I don't want to die, you know what I mean? And I said, we got to do something about this. I said, next year I'm manifesting. We're living in an apartment, we're renting a house. So a year goes by. We're still downtown Toronto, and I'm telling myself every day. And anyways, this guy wants to kill me, another Anishinaabe, Native American, and I'm Anishinaabe, and he wants to stab me, and he's known for unaliving people. And this guy, he goes like, I see him earlier that night sober. He hasn't got into his drugs yet, and he pulls a knife on me. And I said, "You're gonna stab your brother, bro? I'm Nish too. Like, what are you doing, Wayne?" Right? And he's like, "Whatever, bro." He ends up, because I ain't no pussy. I don't run or anything. Fucking stab me then if you want to stab me. But I'm scared, right? So later on, he ends up getting into drugs, and people say he is gonna stab me. I don't know if they're just tripping with me because there's so many undercover cops down there that pretend to be homeless and informants. It's crazy. Anybody that lived downtown homeless in the city, they know what I'm talking about. So we ended it up that night, 2 a.m, we ran into a real angel wearing a sombrero. I bought the same sombrero from a garage sale, and I have it in my house, and it's so precious to me. But he had such beautiful hair, and this guy took us to McDonald's, and he fed us all night, and my wife passed out, my partner, right? And she couldn't wake up. We couldn't wake her up because she'd been up 5 days. And I didn't even leave to go get drugs. I was so comfortable with this guy, even though we didn't even really talk. And then, so we couldn't wake her up. So he carried her 14 miles to the bus station and Union Station, downtown Toronto, in his arms, not a worry in the world. People were coming up trying to fight him, saying, "Yo, that's Ty's girlfriend. What are you doing, bro?" And I'm like, "Shut up, get out of here." And he doesn't even flinch. He was an angel. He put fucking money in her backpack. He sat there and waited for the bus, the Greyhound, to leave to go up to our hometown. He made sure we were gone and we were never coming back. And we never did come back. And, we got clean from there and we ended up with a house. And I've been in this house 8 years renting. But right before the pandemic hit, the landlord, he wasn't a good landlord and he didn't fix anything. And right before our pandemic, he puts the house up for sale because he wants more rent now because I'm paying cheap, right? I've been here 8 years. So, 4 years it's been on the market. So I started panicking, thinking, I got to get a place, man. $3,000, the rent out there in Canada. Like, what am I going to do? So I started manifesting. I'm going to get my reserve land. I'm going to get a tiny home. I'm going to live off the land. I'm going to punt. I'm going to do everything. I'm starting fresh. I'm going to integrate my daughter. She's at my mom's back into my life. And I'm going to keep positive because I got a sign when I wake up. It says, stay positive. Positive things will happen, right? And, it's been a rough year. It has been a rough year, right? So I did manifest this. I'm 2 weeks, I leave for my tiny home and my land's cleared. And I'm there. I just got to go build my foundation on this week. And I'm so stoked in my life. Like, I'm so proud. But, yeah, so kind of gets me choked up because it's a very big accomplishment. But yeah, I'm gonna fish, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do more content up there, like the house coming and hunting, learning how to live off the land, going from street smart to bush smart because I ain't no survivalist. And yeah, it was a rough year. My 3-year-old dog was run over. She got off the leash and someone ran her over in the front of the house. And it was one of the toughest things I ever went through. And it was my dog now, it was her best friend that they were like, she was a miniature bulldog. But yeah, what loves you more than yourself? Your dog, man. So, it was really tough. But kept steamrolling through this shit. And there's a bin outside today. I'm clearing this house out. And in 2 weeks, I'm going up this weekend to do my foundation. I say, I love you guys. For anyone that likes my videos, I'll buy you something at the gas station. Just kidding. But I'm not kidding. I would do anything. I respect you guys. But yeah, so life's going so good that these are happy tears, man. Because 2 weeks I'm gonna have living on my own property and with my own house and no more rent, just hydro. That's something to be proud of. And if I can do it, you can do it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Because once you get to that rock bottom state, man, there's no way but nothing but to go up. You can't go back down. You know what I mean? You got to keep moving forward. And you know this because you don't want to start back over. It's like a video game. You don't want to rerun this shit over again, run it back. So anyways, yeah, life's going really good. I'm very happy. The bin's out there today. I leave in 2 weeks. I love you guys. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me. And I promise you guys, I'll bring you the best content and the most interesting content. And that's just a little bit of what I got to say today. I love yous. Peace.